Hey there. Today is Monday, September the 21st of 2020. Um, I'm about to start on the webs for this piece with all the animals caught by spiders. Uh, so wish me good luck. Spider webs are not easy. And I'm using a new nib that my friend sent me. I think it's something about an American Eagle something. I can't remember. I'm terrible. But it makes nice thin lines. And I always use the same, like I either use my G nib or the manga nib. So it can't hurt to try something new. I I used it before and it did bleed a little, but I'll see if I can prevent that from happening. Alright, let's do this. I'm currently not in my own apartment. I am cat sitting in an apartment in Manhattan that I could never afford on my own. The cat doesn't think too much of me, so she's been hiding for 90% of the time. She's a skittish cat, though. Probably wondering where her mother is. But it is nice to have an apartment to myself. It has been a while since I've had such a thing. I have 3 siblings, and at one point I had a cousin that lived with us. So I'm used to living in a house with a lot of people. And I have really learned to value silence in my adulthood. It has been quite fantastic. Even even, being married and living in a studio apartment, that there's like always someone there, but it is a huge difference from living with, 2 parents, 3 siblings, a cousin, usually an animal. There's like never silence then. And uh and my family is very musical. So there was really, really never silence. Um my dad, he wakes up really early, and I've mentioned he's a pastor. He will usually sing like church songs at like 5:30 in the morning. So just right off the bat, noise, singing first thing in the morning. I mean, it's great. People should sing to themselves. So there's that, and my sister and brother, the younger ones, both play instruments. And so it was kind of just a loud noise party all the time. My younger sister played the piano. She plays the mandolin and the banjo. And like some really weird, she has like this pluck salter. Some really weird, strange instruments that, I don't know, they're weird. And she yodels. It's great. I love it. And my little brother plays guitar and harmonica. And I played the saxophone for a very short while, and I played the flute and the violin for a little while. I haven't played anything in a really long time. I could probably still play the flute, but don't give me a violin. I was not good at the violin, and I did not like it at all. But I played it. I do regret not playing flute anymore, but whatever. I'm doing other things, I suppose. I feel like I've actually been watching less stuff being here, even though, like, I don't have a TV at home. My parents do, but I don't watch it because that's their space. But in my room, I just watch stuff on my tablet or my computer. Um, this dude has a TV, he has a PS4. But I feel like I haven't watched anything. I don't think I have. I watched a new episode of The Boys, and that's about it. Uh, Honestly, I've been playing with this puppet. You would too. I just spent like an hour trying to set up like a little thing to film. But Jesus Christ, it's really hard doing this shit by yourself. So I'll figure it out. I don't have a tripod or anything. I should get a tripod. Because it's like impossible to film and do the puppeteering at the same time. And I don't have an adequate way to lean the camera or set up the camera. So it's being a bit of pain in the ass. Alright, please don't suck. I want this to look good. Please look good. I'm gonna have to veto that. I already repenciled this thing twice and now I'm fixing it again. But, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. sometimes I started drawing and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do to myself? Like, I'm gonna have to draw all this bullshit. For what reason? No, it's gonna look good. And you know, it's a fantastic killer of time. Been trying to drink less, and there's, Jesus Christ, like, no wonder sober people watch so much fucking television. It's like there's nothing to do. Like, being unemployed is the most annoying shit ever. Like, just having to entertain myself all the time, it fucking sucks. Not just entertain, but motivate to do anything. I absolutely hate it. But yeah, doing this is going to take me a good long while. I'm probably not going to get it done in one sitting, but... And I don't know how much my attention span can take. I have a massive headache. So I'm not sure how long looking at this thing is going to be great for my head. And I might want to watch a movie. I'm probably not even on that TV. I'm probably just going to watch it on my tablet anyway. I feel really weird using other people's shit. Like, I'm already staying in this dude's nice ass apartment. I ate some of his food. He said it was okay. And I'm playing with his puppets. Ugh. I would be foolish not to play with his puppets. I could potentially walk to Central Park. Central Park is in walking distance from here. But I gotta say, I visit there too much. And it doesn't really change. And going there alone is a little bit weird. Also, I would like a nap. I'm kind of tired. But I gotta wake up mega early tomorrow for the doctor's appointment. Woohoo! Fun times! I hate waking up early. I mean, I'm kind of a morning person, but I hate having to be anywhere really early. I should say that. I wake up early. I wake up usually around 7:30ish. When, like, before COVID and everything, I was waking up like 6:30, 7 in the morning every day. All this crap has really fucked with my sleep a lot. Like since March. Well, when my store was closed and I didn't have to be anywhere, I was just staying up. Well, I'd fall asleep around 10 o'clock, wake up at midnight, and not be able to go back to sleep. And then finally get to sleep at like 5 or 6, and then wake up at 7:30. So that shit was kind of painful. Now it's a little bit more normal. I've been sleeping a lot more. Like 9 to 13 hours a night, which is also not healthy, but you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'll put one more in there. I don't like that. It's too open. Or maybe I'll leave it. It's too late. Yes, I'm talking to myself. My mom's birthday was yesterday. She turned 59. We took her out to dinner on Saturday night. It was nice. It was a little weird eating outside. I didn't feel uncomfortable because it wasn't, the street was not crowded at all and no one was walking through. And the tables were decently spaced out. But I don't really eat out. I've gone out once before, since all this shit happened, to eat at a restaurant. But I cook 99% of the time anyway, so I go out to restaurant. I go out to eat maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times. It's very infrequent, very infrequent. I do not like going out to restaurants. Oh yeah, those lines are nice. I go out to BBQs though for some drinks. Hell yeah. But that's like my adult version of going out for ice cream. Like, yes, let's go to BBQs. I want a big blue Hawaiian. It's full of sugar and fills me up like a freaking meal. But those things are delicious and they get you drunk. So even there, I also like going there because they have paper menus and I like drawing on the back. It's funny seeing like as I get progressively more drunk, the dumber the drawings and the worse the drawings. Jesus Christ. So I can't really draw when I'm drunk. It's a good thing. Otherwise I would just always be fucking drunk. I mean, I've gotten better at it with age. I shouldn't. Or maybe I just don't give a shit anymore. But I try. Especially if it's something important, if I'm working on my book, I never work on my book if I'm drunk. I never paint when I'm drunk either. Like gouache painting. I try not to do any watercolor painting drunk either, but sometimes it happens. But like acrylic and gouache, those take a lot more focus, just like mixing colors and stuff. I want to get everything right. Watercolor is really easy to fix, so it's like, I messed it up, so what? It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to drink less. I can't. I don't know if I could be like 100% sober because Jesus Christ. Because existence is horrible and there's nothing to shield me from it. What am I to do? I take pretty good care of myself otherwise, so. Oh, that's awful. What the fuck did you just do? Alright, it's fine. Here, that's better. The fuck is this? Okay. What I really want to do is take a nap. I'm not sure that I mentioned that, but I'm pretty sure I did because I really would like a nap. I don't take naps, but for some reason I could go for one right now. Normally if I wasn't filming, I would probably have a movie on, but that would just be rude, wouldn't it? And you know, it takes a lot longer if I am watching something because I want to see what's happening. I will often just rewatch movies while I'm drawing or watch things that are like either dialogue heavy or like documentaries where it's a lot of talking. Like it sucks watching. You can't really draw and watch an action movie or a foreign movie where you know if I'm gonna be reading subtitles, I'm not gonna be drawing at the same time. That doesn't make any sense. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, I'll usually watch like something really easy to listen to. What's that? I think that was a doorbell, but I didn't order anything. And I do not have any guests. So, you gonna have to stay outside, buddy. I do like this pen, this nib. Look at those light lines. Like the manga nibs are great for comics because they're nice and dark and bold. You know, you want your lines to be seen. But for this, I'm just doing these little webs. I want it to be faint. Delicate is the word. I have to remind myself often not to overdo it because once I start something, especially if it has a billion little lines like this, I just like, alright, I'll just add another one and another and another. And then I have a billion lines and it doesn't fucking make sense anymore just because I like space out and just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that there and then just keep doing this shit. And I keep doing it. So, gotta be careful. It's very easy to lose myself. I still haven't decided if I'm doing watercolor or colored pencil. I don't have any of my colored pencils here, so that might be the answer right there. Or I might just get started on, because I'm doing another section with the same theme. I'm probably going to do 2 different backgrounds. The fuck did I just do? So I might just do the black and white drawing for that first.
and then decide if I will paint or pencil. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna watch later. I have to sew something. Um, so I'll watch something while I sew. I'm really terrible at sewing. It takes me a long time. So just fixing my freaking bag is probably gonna take me 2 hours. So I can either watch Spider-Man Far From Home. I might. I could. I could do some Gyllenhaal right now. But I want to watch a horror movie. When do I not want to watch a horror movie? I always want to watch a horror movie. Shut up, Ingrid. It's true. No, I must have watched something that was not a horror movie recently. Yeah, I watch it. I watch different kinds of movies. Uh, shit. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure the last thing I watched was a horror movie. Recently I watched. Jesus Christ. I watched a movie called Shoplifters about a family that basically, yeah, they shoplift a lot and they are kind of con people, mostly like petty theft kind of stuff. But so the family is actually, they're not related, none of them, and they're had like the heads of the family. They steal children, but they steal them out of bad situations. So, like, you don't really feel like they're bad guys, and they really love their family. It was a really good movie. It's on Hulu. Damn, I can't remember what else. Yeah, I watched the other Spider-Man movie. That's definitely not a horror movie. I've also been listening to a bunch of podcasts about movies, so I'm like, wait, that movie? No, I didn't watch that. I listened to them talk about it on that podcast. Like, I just listened to an episode of Projection Booth where they talk about Old Boy. So I feel like I just watched Old Boy because I just listened to people talk about it for like 2.5 hours or some shit. Um, but alas, I did not watch Old Boy. Also, not a horror movie. Uh, this dude has the DVDs of The Shining and Clockwork Orange, but I've seen those movies a million times. I feel like The Shining I like watching in the winter. Like January when it's really cold outside. That's a snowy movie. Watch all the Christmas horror in December, and once you're still cold, but you don't really feel like watching Christmas movies anymore, and you watch The Shining. Right? That's how it goes, right? I don't think I've rewatched a Freddy movie yet this year. But I might just watch Scream Queen instead. Which is another documentary, so potentially I could. Like, I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street 2 a million times. So I could probably get away with watching that while I'm drawing. Even though I want to pay attention. But you know, gotta multitask. I really hate going to the doctor. I don't want to go tomorrow, but I have to, and I had to go to one of my older doctors today and get a copy of a test, the results of a test for my eyes. And I had to wait like fucking half an hour just to get copies of the stupid test. A crowded ass waiting room. And you're like, I'm not sure we can give that to you. Like, we have to talk to the doctors. You might have to talk to the doctor. Like, dude, I just need a copy of this old fucking test. Like, I'm not asking to have the records. Just give me a freaking copy. For my for my book, I did get my medical records from the eating disorder rehab I was at. So I asked for copies of it so I could write my book. Because I didn't keep a journal or anything, so it's all from memory. I do have a bunch of drawings I did that is like the closest thing to a physical record that I have. And then I have the actual records now. It's helpful, but also not that helpful. It's fun to look at. It's a little bit meaningless because it's like I got diagnosed with when I first got there. They were like, "Oh, major depressive disorder with agoraphobia, and obviously anorexia." Which was the primary reason I was there. But then they changed it to major mood disorder. But it's like, what the fuck difference does it make? Like, okay, you want to call me agoraphobic? Like, that's fine. Like, do I get a prize? It's really meaningless. Like, okay, I don't like going outside. I don't like interacting with other people. What a surprise. I could have told you that before. So, not that helpful. I guess it would be helpful if I was like schizophrenic or something a little more serious, but I don't know if I'm that crazy. Unless I am. No, I'm not. Also, that was a long time ago. It's been 12 years now. So, I don't know if I would get the same diagnosis. Probably, but whatever. I'm daydreaming. I'm totally daydreaming. I'm sorry. I should be entertaining you. I'm crazy. Oh man. I'm really glad people can't see what I'm thinking. I daydream a lot. Jesus. My mother would be so ashamed. Not that she isn't already. But you know. My parents are funny. I went out with someone and they met him, and my mom was like, I think he's a pervert. And I was like, I'm sorry, Mom. So am I. No, I didn't say I'm sorry. I just said, yeah, so am I. I'm sorry. One thing about me is I don't really hold back. So if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you an honest answer. And I don't like to sugarcoat things just to make my mother feel safe because I don't think that's helpful at all. Especially like they've asked me for my honesty. Like in high school, we did not have great communication and we fought a lot and I lied to them a lot. A lot of it was like, you know, about drug stuff, but or I don't know. That was the only thing I ever got in trouble for was like getting fucked up. Um, but as an adult, I don't feel the need to lie to them anymore. It's like, all right, if you want to know something, I'll tell you. It's not like I'm doing anything wrong. You want to ask me a question? I'll answer you like an adult. And boy, have they regretted that. Uh, there have been several instances where they have asked me things and I think regretted once I answered, regretted asking. Like, well, it ain't my fault. You wanted to know. Careful what you wish for. Merp. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it, but whatever.
There we are. There's that section. Jeezy Louise, lemon squeezy. Alright, I'm gonna pause for now. Maybe I'll continue. Maybe I won't. Alright, later.